Hi there, it's Sam from poodles.co.uk. Thank you for joining me today. Today I have two boxes for you in this tutorial, but it's from one piece of cardstock, and this has come about during a conversation with Connie Stewart from simplysimplestamping.com. And she saw one of my videos the other day, and it was the video that was for a box that had open sides, that after you opened it you could fold it flat, and I had filmed that in metric and given imperial measurements, and in our conversation she was saying, well, you know, I could tweak that a little bit, and I said, well, actually I've just tweaked it for a customer of mine who wanted a box that would hold her bar of soap, and so I'd adapted it so that this was 3 inches by 3 inches by 1 inch, and I think the original was about 3 3/4, and they were funny measurements. But anyway, as we were chatting, she said, well, you know, what do I do with a bit of cardstock left over? Oh, I know, I could make a gift box or a gift card holder or something like that. And we were going backwards and forwards and chatting and, you know, coming up with all sorts of measurements between us. But you guys in America who are watching, your cardstock is different to ours. Yours is only 11 inches long compared to ours that's 11 3/4, but yours is wider, and yours is I believe it's 8 1/2, whereas ours is only 8 1/4. So working between us, we managed to come up with two boxes from one sheet of cardstock. Now, you guys have got a little bit of extra to play with, but we're missing out on 1/2 inch, but you know, not a problem. Anyway, so the piece of cardstock you start with is 8 1/4 inches by 11 inches. So that takes into account our maximum width and your maximum length over in the States. So you cut that then down to 5 inches and 6 inches. Now I'll quickly give you the metric measurements while I remember. So it's a piece of cardstock that's 28 by 21, and you cut it down to 21 by 12.7 and 21 by 15.3. So basically there's an inch difference. Right, we're going to work on the smaller box first, which is, which one is it? That's this one, which only opens in one way, and this is what I call my roll-up box. So, get my scoring tool. So, with the long side at the top, so this is the one that is 5 inches by 8 1/4, you score it at 3, 4, 7 and 8. And like I say, you guys keep your cardstock at 8 1/2, but you know, it's not a big deal. And in metric, that's 7.6, 10.1, 17.8 and 20.3. I'm really, really sorry, but it's only going to work that way. Anyway, turn it around and then score it at 1 inch and 4 inches. And in metric, that's 2 1/2 and 10.2. Right. Let me move my notes out of the way. I've had to have notes because I've got two boxes. So move those out of the way and swap in my bigger box. So this is the one that measures 8 1/4 by 6, which is 21 by 15.3. And again with the longer side at the top, we're going to score that again. The same measurements. I'll bring this in to show you actually. So 3, 4, 7 and 8. So that's exactly the same there. So 7.6, 10.1, 17.8, 20.3. Turn it around, and this is where it's very slightly different. So you score this one at, when your fingers aren't in the way, 1/2 inch, 1 1/2 inches, 4 1/2 and 5 1/2. So you can see with my other one, you've got an extra 1/2 inch either side. So in metric, again, that's 1.3, 3.8, 11.3 and 14 centimetres. Right, scoring, I'm going to get that out of the way. Oopsie daisy. I will trim and snip in front of you. Because, right, let's work on the bigger box now. What we need to do, so you've got this little flap over here on the right. Take off all of that section that's next to it. Oops. All of that's gone. This little one down here, lose that one, and then lose the bottom 3. So Oh, I definitely needed to do this with better, or longer scissors I should say. So lose all of those. And the same on the opposite side. You know what, I'm going to get my longer scissors. It will make life so much easier, even if they aren't quite as sharp. My husband is in the room next door with my son, who has stopped up late because it's the summer holidays, and there's obviously something very funny because they're laughing like crazy at whatever's on the television. Right, so you're left with a kind of a bit of a funny shape. It's not a problem. We need to go up this section here to separate that flap and that one. Same on the opposite side. And then I would just come in and just angle these bits ever so slightly. Oops. Fingers and thumbs, fingers and thumbs. So they are laughing a lot. So I'm really sorry if you can hear them. And then this bit just to help it close up a little. So that's the larger of the two boxes. Let me turn that around so you can see it. And then the smaller box, quite a lot simpler. All we're going to do, again with this shorter bit at on the right, lose those two that are next to it. And that one there. Oops. And then just snip. And again, you know, if you want to just angle these down slightly. I'm rushing a little bit, so I'm probably chopping far too much out that I shouldn't do, but we won't worry. You can get the idea. Right, so that's the cutting done. So again, we'll go back to the bigger box and just fold your score lines. Burnish them with my bone folder. You know, these ones that are the essence, the sides of the box, these ones that are going to flap inside, they're not too much of a problem. Oh, I forgot to say, this is the Smoky Slate cardstock. This is one of our new colours. And it's lovely. It's a soft, gentle grey. Right, folded. Fold this one as well. Actually, I forgot to nick those little bits off. So fold these all up. Right, so this one you've already seen. This was the fold flat box from the other day. I will get my glue that I appear to have put away. It's a Tombow. So this, we have only got 1/4 of an inch. It's not a big deal. So, tiny little bit of glue. That is going to splodge everywhere, isn't it? Let's try. There we go. And then because these distances and those are exactly the same, all you do, I'll do this so you can see it better. All you do is you just fold over and line up. Glue everywhere. What a mess. So that's box number 1 built. So that's the one that I uploaded the other day. So that one has been seen, and this is the one that Connie saw and where we altered the measurements. So that's that one done. This one, I don't think I've actually ever put this one on video, but it is a roll-up box and you roll it to close it. So this doesn't store flat. It's not a problem. We don't worry too much about that, because if you can get 2 boxes that actually end up being the same measurements out of one sheet of cardstock, then you know what, we'll go with it. So literally, oops, turn it around, so I've rolled left to right and stuck on the flaps, and then fold it again. A little bit of glue down there. And just hold that. Oops, hold it a bit longer. Bit of glue on the other side. and hold that. Now this is where you guys in America would be better off working with a piece of card that was 8.5 centimetres, because actually I've only got 1/4 of an inch and it's not, it doesn't want to close, it doesn't like it very much. So actually I'm going to ribbon it up. Can't tell which one's which one. This one. So I just put ribbon round. It's not a big deal. It slides off and it opens up. You could burnish like crazy and it will probably close down like that. I don't know if I can do that. Let me see if I can do that now this is built. Probably now I can't get the lid out now. Is that going to stay in? Actually, you know what? If you burnished it really quite well, it would stay in. But, you know, it's not a problem, and I like ribbon. Anyway, decorations. Got to decorate. This is from Eastern Elegance. Now, I will confess I have been really struggling to use this designer series paper. Not because it's not beautiful, because I think it is, but actually a lot of the designs are very big and very bold, and they don't. But there you go. It's just, it's kind of big and you're like, oh, that's a bit too much. And I work, you know, I do work in small. So I have, like I say, I have been struggling a bit to work with it. However, I've made it my mission to use it every single day this week. And so far I'm quite pleased. Actually, I'm just going to grab a card. I'm not going to be filming this card. But this is what I did. So with that paper, so it's been my mission, but to use it at least once a week if I can. Right, so Eastern Elegance, very pretty. Couple of stamps because obviously we want a stamp on it. So I've got the round array, which uses the 7/8 of an inch circle punch. Oh, let's get the white out. This is what happens when you think you're really, really, really organised and you find you're not. Oh, there we go, little scrap there. So I don't know which way around I'm going to go. It doesn't really matter. I'm going to have some smoky slate on one of them. There we go, you make me smile. Very nice. So, and then Coastal Cabana, which is this lovely, lovely colour in the background. So one of those. Oopsie daisy. Move those out of the way. My little 7/8 of an inch scallop circle punch. Line those and pop them. And then I've got my 1 inch circle punch, and then I've just got the matching cardstock, little scraps, so it's actually quite a big scrap. So one in the smoky slate, one in Coastal Cabana, some dimensional to pop the lot up. So one on there, one on there. Whoops. And then, like I say, I am going to put ribbon round just because I think it makes a nicer, a neater finish, and it finishes the box. So this is the roll-up box. So I need to close that way to make sure it stays closed. The last thing you want is anything falling out of it. And this is just the Whisper White with this taffeta ribbon. Whoopsie daisy. Oh, far too much. Oh dear. Doesn't matter. So just a little knot on there. Not a very neat knot. Not a very neat knot, but it will be okay. And then a dimensional on the back of that. This one here. I think actually I'm going to put that on the ribbon. And then some more over here. So this was the one that opened both sides. So actually we want to leave those sides accessible because this is designed to be a fold flat box, so you could fully embellish it and then you know, fold it, you know, you can build it and decorate it and then fold it flat, even with all of the decoration on. So I'm being a bit rubbish with these ribbons today. Don't really know what's going on. Right. Oh, I've twisted it, that's why. Oh well, not to worry. Won't worry about that. We can sort all of that out afterwards when the video camera is not on. Right. Right, dimensional on the back of that, and I think I will just tuck it down there. And there you go. Oh look, it has twisted, it's not even going to sit flat. Let's see if I can twist this back. Just so it sits. There we go. So, 2 boxes. Oopsie daisy. Drop my clear box. 2 boxes from 1 piece of cardstock that will fit both UK and US cardstock, and in less than 15 minutes. Oh, I'm quite impressed with that, especially with all the waffle and the chatter. So, this wasn't a planned project at all. Thank you very much, Connie, for inspiring this and actually working with me to work out the measurements as well. It was lovely going backwards and chatting to you when it was 1 o'clock in the afternoon your time, I don't know, 9 o'clock in the evening my time. But it was a real pleasure to do this with you, and I hope you like my end results. And anyway, thank you very much for watching. You guys in the US, head straight over to Connie, she'll help you out if you need supplies. You guys in the UK and Europe, stick with me. Anyway, thank you very much for watching, and go and check out her channel too. Bye.